and we got a short Q&A thing that's going to be...
Do we have any in-game experience?
Yes. You guys all get 3 XP.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to spend that +1 to do advancement. And get Might Edge 3.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, so, yeah, totally. That would have been a crazy fight, though. Don't worry, there are other fights in the server room. Because I don't imagine you guys get to leave and take this thing to safe place and then, come back. So.
And I'll get 2 XP. Alright, so we got people. We have people in the room, so we're going to, I guess, move into Q&A.
Yeah, we'll just go into Q&A. We'll do some Q&A stuff. And
so, whatever questions you guys have for us,
let's go.
Let's go. Q&A.
And
questions. And him. And
these.
and also
so
him.
over there.
And
so what I was saying about alien encounters from Disney World.
Okay.
It was originally supposed to be an alien ride.
Okay.
Like for the movie Alien.
Oh, for like Alien. Okay.
Yes, but the people that did Alien or whatever fell through when they were almost finished with the project, and so they just basically took off the branding and made it
generic
exactly what it was going to be anyway.
Okay.
And it was actually, when it was around, it was called Too Scary for Disney World.
Oh wow.
Give me the green.
I didn't think it was too terrifying, but it's this really cool. It's like an experience. Like you go in, and you go into like this thing, and they're doing like a tour, basically about this technology they have of transportation, like teleportation that they've done, and they tell you all about it, and they show you like a little teleport from here to there room thing. And you're like, okay, that's cool. And you go into the big room, and it's like a bunch of seats all around this gigantic, glass cylinder.
Okay.
That's supposed to be like the teleportation, whatever. And so you get into your seats, and locked into your seats. And they're like, all right, well, we're going to teleport something from all the way across, whatever. This is unprecedented. We're going to do it. And they've got people like on the screens, like talking to each other about it and stuff. And they're like, okay, engage sequence, and then all of a sudden shit just gets fucked, and like the lights go out, like the machine starts smoking, and all of a sudden, and then you see like a flash of this crazy looking alien thing inside of there, and they're like, we've run into a problem,
Oh shit.
Whatever, as long as it's contained, it's fine. And then of course, the lights go out again, you hear a crash, and when it comes back on, the glass thing is broken. Like
That's
shattered.
awesome.
That is fucking cool.
Yes, and so then it uses sound, so you can hear it like going through the rafters, and then like it'll blow hot air on your neck from the chair.
Okay.
So you're strapped into the chair.
Yes, so that it feels like it's breathing on you, and it's got the stereo is in your seat, so when it does,
so it's like one of the
so when it does
things?
stereo, it actually sounds like it's going around you,
That's fucking sweet.
and it even has like a thing that feels like a tongue. And then at one point, they sprinkle water on you, like it's drooling.
Oh, that's really terrifying for
It
Disney.
was amazing,
This is for
and they
Disney
had
World?
like,
Fucking
and they had
awesome.
like, on your ankles, like where your ankles were, they had stuff that like touched your ankles.
Oh, that's
awesome.
I'm not.
I am
okay with
so
this.
glad I went on it the last year that it was there,
Okay.
and I'm so glad I got to experience
I
it.
couldn't do that. One time I went kayaking and I thought there was a bug, but it was just water on my leg hair, and I flipped my kayak because I freaked out so bad. I can't handle that sort of shit.
All right,
Hand me your things.
We have a question.
Okay.
What
question.
from Terror that Flaps in the Night? Question: what is your character's spirit animal?
Clarification: actual animal, or just in the sense of like Felicia Day is someone's spirit animal sort of thing?
Let's answer with actual animals and then do it a second time if we need to. You want to go first?
Me.
Hey, where's Tevin? Wait, pause.
That's why I was having Felix go first.
Tevin's
Tevin, come back.
Yeah, he's
probably
thinking about
pooping.
Tevin, stop pooping. Get back in the room.
All right. So.
Recently decided that poop emojis are fine, but only if they don't depict actual poop. If
Yeah.
they're cute poop.
What?
I'm dead serious.
How is this decided?
That's Twitch. Unilaterally.
Oh, Twitch decided.
Okay.
I thought you said we decided.
Yeah,
and I was
Twitch
like,
decided that cute poop
I have
is
a
fine.
funny story about poop, but anyway.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
I'm excited. All right.
My spirit animal as my character's spirit animal. I think that he's very much a cat, like I was talking about earlier.
I agree.
I think that he's ruled by the feline persuasion.
Tevin's character spirit animal.
That or like a really badass falcon.
Caw!
So the story about poop
All right, spirit animals first, really quick.
Then story up
Tevin, what's your
Really
character
quick.
spirit animal?
It's a hard one.
Too bad. Answer it, motherfucker.
Felix the cat is actually.
Yeah, Felix the
cartoon.
cat.
It's a cartoon.
Try to think of some kind of symbiotic creature that has like another creature that's always with it.
Oh, like those fish.
And enemies and clownfish, you mean? Or the cleaner fish that hang
Or
around like
the
sharks?
cleaner fish that hang around the sharks.
Or like the birds that live inside hippos' mouths and clean them? Are you a hippo?
Or the fish that goes inside of another fish's mouth.
Yeah,
and-
look, we
and
got a lot of
eats-
options for you here,
and
Tevin.
eats its tongue.
I have no idea. This is crazy.
That exists.
Yes, it is. It does exist.
Fuck, I'm gonna go with the gecko.
Gecko, sweet.
I feel like Lee's spirit animal is a raccoon. Because she can't not get into stuff. And she's cute, but also really annoying. And probably doesn't have as much fear of things as she should.
That sounds.
And washes everything she eats.
Also, she watches everything she eats. You give her cotton candy, she's heartbroken. It's terrible.
She's like, oh.
Have you
Oh
seen
my
the
god, that
raccoon doing
video.
that? It's so heartbreaking.
It's so...
One time at LARP, there was a raccoon. We named it Cujo, and it would not fucking leave Monster Town alone. I rushed it with some weapons, and it ran off. And then it was back an hour later. And I rushed it with weapons, and it just stood there and looked at me like, "I learned your game. You don't scare me." I had to actually poke at it for it to leave.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I have friends that just basically keep raccoons. Like, they hang around like cats at their house.
I think Zach has a family of tiny raccoons that's at his house. He wanted to keep them.
That's cool.
Didn't that raccoon end up with 3 different personae for each LARP that was
Yes,
there?
yes, because 3 LARPs play at that site, and Fractured calls it Cujo, and at, what do we call it at ATE?
I don't remember. Sorry.
What's your spirit animal?
Honey badger.
Honey badger? Nice. That's right.
That makes sense.
It absolutely does.
Hey David, pick a character.
If it's not that, it's
What?
if it's not that, it's a boar.
I
If I
don't-
can't use honey badger.
Boars are terrifying.
Well, yeah, because he's like scary, and then if you hurt him, he just gets angrier and keeps killing you more, no matter how much you hurt him.
Can
Yeah,
I say
Terror
that...
that Flaps in the Night Twitch has some issues with its...
It's actually not Twitch; it's the moderation
it's-
bot we use is very aggressive because we are a social justice inclined channel. So we expect that as time goes on, we are more likely to be targeted by people of a shitty persuasion, and so our moderation tools are very aggressive by default. But I can immunize you to them with a simple command, which is what I just did.
Okay. Cool.
So my poop story. So I was in a treatment center in Chicago, and it was one of those things where like you were in there for basically a month and you weren't allowed to leave.
Oh Jesus!
And
Yeah, they're basically prison
Oh, I know.
where they get to put
And-
needles in you.
you and it was a very specific kind of treatment center, so we weren't even allowed to go outside except for every now and then,
Mhm.
and we weren't allowed like physical activity except for like every now and then because
Jeez.
they were afraid that we were gonna purposely like break ourselves.
Right.
So we were pretty fucking cabin fevered out, like we were going nuts, and so we and they had snacks on the unit because we weren't like the regular acute unit, we were like a specialized unit. So we had snacks on the unit, and we got hold of a biohazard bag from the nurse's station when they weren't looking, and we took a Snickers and we like squished it up and we put it in the we put it in the biohazard bag and we put it in the group room, and like we're all just like waiting, like trying to act like super cool, waiting, and all of a sudden we just hear a nurse like yell, just scream.
Oh.
And we just burst into tears laughing, and like people were like rushing over to the room, and then she came back out and they were all like looking at us like,
What do you expect us to do?
they thought it was hilarious.
So David, pick an NPC
Okay.
and pick a spirit animal for that NPC.
All
Benji.
right.
What about Green?
Okay, so Benji would be a chameleon. Green would
Who's
be a.
Benji?
That was the cobbler, the shifter.
Oh right,
Benji would be a stag.
Riley.
Riley would be a sloth. Kime would be a chameleon or a chimera. Lace would be a hoarding insect or something that builds something.
Ants.
Probably ants. Like Lace is a swarm of ants. Yeah, and I guess that's it for. I mean, Do you want any more of them?
No, that's good. You get it over time.
Alright, do you have any other questions?
Ooh, Wade Tyrells.
Oh, wait, Tyrell? I don't know. They don't have one
Fuck
spirit
Muppet.
animal. Yeah, fuck
Fuck
Muppet.
Muppet.
That's a weird
There's
spirit.
something I said I was going to talk about during Q&A. What was it?
D&D.
But that wasn't it.
The
High level D&D game?
the rules set we have for like the group
Initiative.
initiative.
Oh yeah, group initiative. You were going to bring that up.
Yeah, so, okay, those of you who play D&D 5, I'm just going to pitch this to you real quick. It's actually developed mostly by our DM, who is our roommate, and it's basically the team initiative rule from D&D 5, in that the PCs all as a group roll initiative one time, and then the NPCs as a group roll initiative one time, and the whole side goes based on that initiative. Makes initiative way faster. But what you do is you give PCs and special NPCs a resource. We call them dash points. You can call them whatever you want. And players and or characters can use that resource to go first even if their team loses the initiative.
But you can also, if you spend a dash point and then the NPC who sided
Then you have a contested initiative
spend a dash
roll.
point, then you actually roll for your own personal initiative.
It makes it very dynamic. It also makes characters with high initiative actually feel like, in fact, cooler in my opinion, because there's no chance, like their initiative becomes a reliable ability. Like most other resources in the game, you use them and they do a thing. It's cool. It's a cool system. I highly recommend it for people who play D&D 5.
Pretty good. It makes group combat
Way more
so much
tolerable.
better.
Way more
Yeah.
So much.
We use a karma system in that game too.
If you fuck up royally your whole turn, because it feels shitty if you're like playing a level 10 fighter if you whiff on everything, or barbarian if you whiff on everything, or like if you're playing a wizard and you fucking expend a spell slot and it just doesn't land. That's shit. That makes you feel like trash.
and that's a huge problem with D&D every edition.
So we get karma points, so we can then spend. We get one karma point every time you fuck up major, or if our DM feels like being.
It's basically GM intrusions,
Yeah,
actually.
it's GM intrusions, and then you can spend those to get rerolls on dice to narratively make something convenient for you. Like, oh yeah, I know about a safe house this way. It's fine. They leave the door unlocked.
How often does a truly difficult roll come up? Like a 16 plus? That's a question for you.
In this game?
I'm gonna presume so.
Every now
Okay.
and then.
I mean, actually, those are pretty rare rolls. Like.
If we fought that monster, that's difficulty 24 right there.
I mean, yeah, that monster's a pretty
Jesus
high level
Christ, I cannot
monster.
fight him.
Also, specifically named powerful NPCs have a tendency to be like level like difficulty 6 or something like that. So you'd be rolling against an 18 for them, and those things come up. And those are some difficulties that I want to like kind of save in my back pocket. And I don't want to really
The
start.
difficulty
Yeah.
goes up to 10, right?
Yeah, the difficulty goes up to 10, and actually with specific rules modifications, they can even go up like past 10 and 12. That's not going to be at this game because you guys are going to still reside mostly in the realm of like
Like
normal
3 and-
abilities.
Yeah.
But there for the Cypher System rulebook, there's actually like a hack that allows you to play superheroes, and in that hack you have to expand the difficulty range so that the game can still feel dynamic, which is actually one of those things because I mean a lot of time you end up spending a lot of effort to actually play this game. Does this game feel dynamic enough? Are you guys happy with the way the system plays?
Yeah, I like that we can always make the choice to have a relatively safe roll, or like, oh fuck, I don't have the resources to spend on this. It's basically one step away from the diceless system, which I really like.
I really like that the damage goes on to your resource. That the resource you use proactively is also your health point bar.
Yeah,
So
that's
when you
cool.
use it to do stuff, you are still paying a serious cost that you have to consider. Like even when I spend 1 point, I always have to consider:
Is that
that
worth
1
it?
point worth the 15% chance to not get hit? Or would I rather take the odds of the fucking 65-35, but if I get hit, I might take more than 1 point.
No.
So it's like, do you play safely, or do you play proactively? Do you take risks, or do you keep yourself in order? The skills you take affect that, so my character is actually encouraged to be very aggressive, because they have 3 different recovery rolls that I can use during combat. So I'm encouraged to be very aggressive and try to end fights quickly, because if that goes
Not so
wrong,
much.
I can recover from it more. This game's actually very complex. For those of you who are Crunch fans, this is a story game that still has plenty of crunch for you.
What was I going to say?
I was gonna say that so far this entire group runs pretty fast and loose when it comes to.
I'm sure that'll change once we start hitting stuff that's like regularly difficulty 6 is like 18 plus.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, you can also only ante up so much.
Tevin was at 2 intellect.
Yeah, I was at 2 intellect when I
Yeah.
started. I was like,
So, like-
because I was like, I can't
His brain was done.
fail. I can't fail that. I can't fail this.
I gotta pay for this. I gotta pay for that.
So, like, if he'd come up against somebody who targeted his intellect with an attack,
I could have killed you.
Yeah.
I've got onslaught that does just
It
2
doesn't
mental
kill.
damage
It
without.
doesn't kill. It
Well, I could
impairs.
have impaired you.
Being impaired sucks.
What does being impaired do?
It's
One
basically
effects are right there.
I was
Ignore
asking
minor and
David
major
to tell everyone.
effect
Fair
results
enough.
on rolls. And combat roll of 17 to 20 deals only +1
It
damage.
Well,
basically
normally
takes
it does plus
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So it just takes all the bennies away from being good.
Yeah.
And then if you're debilitated, you're even more fucked.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
rough,
you're
man.
really super fucked.
Now the
You're
cool thing
debilitated.
is, my character, if I become impaired, I take no penalty.
It's
If I
fucking
become
rad, man.
debilitated, I take the
You just
impaired
act like you're
effects.
impaired. But after that, you're dead, right?
That is correct, yes.
Oh, but did that answer your question? I hope that answered your question.
He said, yeah, makes sense.
Okay, cool.
And that's because Randall is so ornery
Yes.
that he is run purely by his frustration
Spite.
and
Spite
spite.
fuels him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Do we?
Someone killed
advance-
Dylan, he's clearly secretly evil. Ow.
What?
Chris 626262.
Is that someone who's played werewolf with you?
Probably.
There's a running joke.
Oh, man.
So everyone here knows the game Are You a Werewolf, right? Or Mafia or what have you.
Yes.
Well, Dylan has a problem when he plays those games. Dylan has, I don't know, maybe like resting Mafia face? I don't know what it is.
So it originally happened because I've been playing those games since I was in like fucking middle school. Like I introduced it, I got into them when I was in middle school on the internet, and then introduced them to my friend group. So as a result, I've played those games for a decade and a half now.
And he's very good at them.
So people who play with me, and they know I've played that much, always just assume I'm the fucking bad guy.
We used to play
Because-
Mafia back in elementary school.
First night,
I fucking
Dylan
dies.
dies.
All
Every
right,
time.
hold on.
First
wait a
night,
second.
Dylan dies.
We need to play fucking One Night Werewolf or Revolution on Play Together Project.
I'm
The
good
last
with that.
time, the last time I played One Night Werewolf, no, not the last time, but like last year sometime.
Can we play Avalon?
We a couple of us when we were playing it, we were playing as certain characters playing
Oh my god.
One Night Werewolf.
That's too much.
So I was a mime. Like we all had jobs, and I was a mime, and so when I had to defend myself, I had to do it in mime.
Oh my god, that's so good.
They didn't hit me. I didn't die.
Yeah, Dylan dies first night, Avalon, Werewolf. Oh, no, you can't die in Avalon, it's not an elimination.
They'll try to find a way.
But yeah, Avalon, Werewolf, Mafia, Dylan's out.
You're the doctor? Must be Mafia.
Fuck, yeah, exactly.
I don't normally do very well with
Elimination games?
no. What are they called?
Hidden identity
Deception games.
Yeah.
I
Deception games are hard.
don't do well with them. I mean,
I
I
actually-
have a pretty good poker face, but I'm just really bad at like judging other people.
That's
Right.
actually the part that I'm good at. Like I'm above average at the deception part of it because I've been doing it for a long time. But that's not like my fucking thing. But I'm a hardcore analyst. when
And
we
then
play
you
these
ha-
kind of games.
The problem is when you play with people that are very good, that you end up modifying your behavior based on not what you're doing, but what you think they think you're doing,
Mhm.
and then it's just a lot of mixed signals and cross.
That's a game theory. That's a game theory thing called Yomi layers.
Oh wow.
That's
Those are very interesting. Look up Yomi layers on Wikipedia.
I
And see
I was just gonna say every time I play with Ando Poor from AndoCon in a deception game, I just automatically assume that he's a traitor.
Right, it's
That's what
basically
happens
the
to
same
Dylan.
thing that
That's what
happens to me.
happens to
But yeah, Yomi layers are really interesting. You should look them up. Very.
I also don't play Skull.
It'll make you better at anything you're competitive in ever. Actually,
Oh, really?
Knowing about Yomi layers makes you better at everything, basically.
Oh wow.
Well, because Yomi layers basically describe the number of stages of recursive deception that are being engaged in by either side of a conflict.
Okay.
Okay, so like for example,
I'm gonna write this down.
it's very cool.
Because I had no idea.
So for
Yomi layers
example, the
exist.
first Yomi layer is
Is it YOMI?
yes, this chip is blue.
No, you fucker. That's
Right,
black.
I'm telling a first level lie because I'm telling a single layer of deception, basically. And then more advanced Yomi layers become things like it seems like he's vulnerable to sword attacks, but maybe he's only making it look like he's vulnerable to sword attacks because he's actually resistant to them. That would be Yomi layer 2 because
Okay.
it would be 2 layers of deception. And then it's said that like professional Street Fighter players and shit operate on 6 to 7 layers.
What?
I can't live my life like that.
Yeah,
like,
most-
I
Oh my
had to-
god,
I had to
yeah,
live it-
that's
I had to live
terrible.
at 4 for Joanna. That's too many already.
So,
Says
like-
the guy that likes to play conniving.
Okay, yeah, those are my
Sneaky.
favorite guys.
Yeah, but now you
Now you'll be
realize.
better at
Now
that.
here's the thing, though. Think about it. The characters in fiction that are thought of as connivers and schemers, you can identify them as using that thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what kind of differentiates them, the masterminds, from the non-masterminds, is how many steps ahead you are. That's Yomi layers. So if I'm outpacing, if I'm a layer deeper than you, I'm literally one step ahead. It's like the same thing.
Okay.
It's very cool.
That's cool. I'm gonna check that out. I think you guys should do. That's pretty awesome. All
Any
right.
other questions?
We don't have any other questions, and
Okay.
our last call has been put out, so that's going to be it for tonight.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Fantastic. Thanks for watching
Thank you
us.
guys very much.
We'll pick up next Thursday for the Fields trip of the ages. My heart. All right.
Bye.
I don't want to fight him.
We're not going to fight him.
I think he's gonna come along.
I want to make him
willingly.
our friend, and he can come
If
with us
anything,
on
we can-
adventures.